Hey guys, welcome back to ATV Offroad Fury 2. This time with Insidic and Blank Tester, it is Big Mac 93.
How many times am I going to pop out of the grave?
As many times as you need to.
You really need to stop wearing out that shovel.
Yeah, some say cats have 9 lives, you have like 909
He has
lives.
93 lives.
Huh? Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like 40 down by this point.
You can say he's 47 now.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that my clans start off at 1,000 lives, and I've had some really bad luck in the past, and I'm just now getting this idea of the whole mortality thing.
Oh.
So I got like 93 left.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I've been kind of a dumbass in the last however many lives.
Well, I mean, everyone has their milestones that they reach towards, or in your case,
This would not be
this
would be an anti-streak. This would be a Jimmy Superfly Snuka anti-streak.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So today, you guys have seen the national events. You guys have seen the Supercross events. So now it's time to do the amateur enduro events. Enduro we go back to those wide open areas, and these are the most kind of open of all. There's sort of a set path, but there's just a bunch of gates throughout the level that you need to drive through.
In order.
So it's like a slalom.
And, I mean, the gates will be on these trails. You know, you could follow the trail straight to the next gate, but there are some opportunities to, cut a corner or two if you're resourceful and such, and the game won't throw a fit if you even go slightly off the trail. So you have a little degree of freedom, which I actually really appreciate. I appreciate the ability to sort of make your own shortcut, if you're able to. That's something I kind of complained about before. If you guys saw the national events, you drove slightly off the track and the game started to freak out on you.
But in this one, it looks like you've got some...
Yeah.
If you have a better path to get from one place to another, you can take it.
Yeah. Though, the game does set up enough gates that you're not, doing wide, off-road, actions. See what I did there?
Ho ho!
You'll see, like, this crazy turn come up and go like, I can totally skip that, but the game's like, nope.
There are gates along
There's a gate along it, yeah. But, so the laps are going to be a little bit longer and a little bit more involved, and that means there's going to be less laps in a race. So, this time you only have 3 of them, which I think keeps up the pace a little bit more. When we were playing, we were hitting like lap 4 or 5 and going like, man, is this race going to be done? And I don't feel that as much with the Enduro ones.
That's good.
So, anyway, what I should have done is introduce our guest and kind of introduce the connections that he has, with us.
Well, I have very little connection with this game except for the few times that somebody who used to babysit myself and my brothers down the street had some family on the other side of town, and with that family they had like their own collection of games, including this one in particular, if I remember correctly, the second one in the ATV Offroad Fury series. We didn't play much of that series, but we did have a game that we still hold true to our hearts, MX vs. ATV Unleashed, and looking at this now, it's very similar in both UI and just in all around. The gameplay itself looks very similar to MX vs. ATV Unleashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the similar camera angles, the UI design for the races and lap time looks similar. Even your speedometer and your clutch meter at the bottom right looks similar to design, which makes me think they must have gotten the developers for MX vs. ATV Unleashed from ATV Offroad Fury 2's development.
Yeah, and
Didn't Rainbow do that?
Yeah, that's exactly it. MX vs. ATV Unleashed is 2 years after this game came out.
You just killed that guy.
Yeah. Rainbow handed the ATV Offroad series off to another company while they began the MX vs. ATV series that went through late PS2 into Xbox 360, PS3, which they handed it off to Deep Silver for a game or such, but they're still continuing it. We talked about this in the earlier videos. Another game in the MX vs. ATV series came out last year.
Yeah, MX vs. ATV Supercross. They recently done Supercross Encore. But
did you play it?
No, I haven't yet. But Bob did mention something about. He did mention something. I'm sorry, Blank Tester. Room of the Kayfabe here. Blank Tester did mention something about instead of killing a guy on an ATV, and I was about to bring up. Didn't he kill like 5 or 6 people in Transworld snowboarding or something?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's killed loads of people.
Yeah.
You got to be used to the fact that he's going to be he's going to have some bloodlust on him.
Yeah, I mean,
There's no denying I have blood on my hands. There's no denying my love of extremes.
but your bloodlust has definitely gone down since the beginning of, like, say, like, the beginning of the series. I mean, like, in Downhill Domination, you had, like, a body count of, like, 40 or 50 people.
Per video.
Per video, yeah. And in this one, not so much.
Yeah.
We've come down from the Attitude era of Incetic 47's channel. We are now inching closer to the PG era, where he doesn't necessarily kill as many people as much as he just simply maims them.
Right, he maims
Then
and
again,
It goes from a body count to a boo-boo count.
Then again, what is the difference between killing and maiming, truly?
if you kill someone, they're dead.
I mean,
I was about to say,
if
you
you
can
maim
maim
them,
someone
they're not.
without actually killing them.
so in this game, if you knock someone else off, they just get respawn back
But
on
you
the
didn't
ATV.
knock
Okay,
that
then that's
guy
maiming.
off.
That's
You
maiming.
crushed him with your ATV.
But he still got back up and he's still riding
Well,
afterwards.
we don't know that. We didn't see him get back up.
Oh, you know what?
drove away.
I was
That's
about to say.
run.
I was about to say, or it could have been the situation of they got somebody similar to fit the outfit and the ATV of the original
Yeah.
Oh
guy.
yeah, weren't you talking about me having clones earlier?
Yeah. I mean, they replaced that guy with someone else.
You're
What
saying
the fuck is
actually
happening
that
to the canon of this channel? I haven't been on it for months, and now suddenly you're talking about clones?
no,
Well, it's
that
not really
was
the
that was
canon,
like
it's true life.
that was just earlier in ATV Fury. But I mean, so you're saying I'm back to killing people now?
Well, not back to it. You didn't stop.
You
Never stopped.
You guys just talked. Yeah, never stop the killing. But you guys talked about me entering the Boo Boo era, and now I'm
He definitely
now,
did
I'm
the
back,
Boo Boo
now
era.
I'm back to the Burial Graves era.
Wow. No.
No,
Yes.
you're more
pronounced
into the
Barrio.
attempted murder area, where you will try to kill somebody, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you come out with a body.
You're right.
No body, no crime.
It's
no body,
it's
no crime.
it's less
See,
manslaughter.
that was
Yeah.
probably not a kill.
That was more along the lines of manslaughter.
Yeah. If the guy's dead. We don't know that he's dead. The other guy, definitely dead. You crushed him
Yeah,
with a vehicle. I mean, that was straight up murder.
yeah.
He's
I mean, ATVs are probably the most dangerous extreme sport of all because you're driving. What?
No,
What be
I
the
would
most
have to say
dangerous
I've
one?
always said that rollerblading or inline is probably the most dangerous because
I
the
disagree.
object is strapped to your foot, or like I wouldn't say ice skating is an extreme sport, but it's definitely one of the more deadly ones.
I was gonna
Anything
say
that involves
extreme ironing. Have you ever seen that? Like where they iron while they're skydiving or on the top of a car and stuff?
But that's not really
That's
a
pretty
sanctioned.
dangerous.
That's not really a sanctioned sport. I mean, you might as well be.
Yeah, well,
I guess.
would you sanction something that could kill you? Probably not. You know, that's because you're a sane human being.
Yeah, but if we lived in Slam Zone,
If we lived in Slam Zone, it wouldn't matter.
Slam zone.
yeah.
Slam Zone.
I guess.
Radical.
I guess
Then-
ATV riding is the most dangerous extreme sport to your fellow competitors,
Yeah.
unless like.
But I mean, what if you and I are skydiving and I pull out an ironing board and an iron? You know, that's
Or
dangerous
like-
to you too.
I'm gonna wonder
people
where you
are-
got it from.
Or like people are ice skating and you dive across the lane to skate over their throat. you know?
Right. I mean,
That's where our extreme sports detective would come in.
right. Yeah.
And I have the record for being the only professional player to try to take off the skate and try to stab somebody.
yeah.
Yeah. You know,
He takes off one skate and he's using the other one to like just.
I'm still
Like,
trying
I
to.
don't know.
I'm still trying to wrap the idea of Slam Zone around my head because all I picture is Vince McMahon buying Sega and recreating the Sonic games with a
Well,
with a WWE
actually,
City
Slam
area
Zone.
called
Slam Zone is was a radical place full of extreme stuff.
Yeah.
And, it was the place before America.
Yeah.
Before America was around, Slam Zone was around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only Brian remains.
No, Brendan.
Brendan. Only Brendan
I think
remains.
that's what happened to me. I left Incetic 47's side to do videos so I could go to Slam Zone and just start talking about wrestling for.
Yeah, I
You
wish.
left Inceticville and it's been too long. But anyway, what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah,
Slam Zone?
I'm still thinking about this extreme sports detective. You know, imagine an ice skating case. So he gets in the ice skating circuit to try to track down the killer, and in the final epic race for the gold medal, he sees the killer. Well, he catches the killer in the act trying to take out one of the other competitors.
I say you should try to make it more like Extreme Sports meets Twin Peaks. Instead of, it wouldn't be who killed Laura Palmer, who killed Rick McCrank.
Oh man,
nobody could kill Rick McCrank.
We missed a great crushing. Did you see
so does
the way
that mean Rick
guy,
McCrank killed Laura Palmer?
I don't know if that was a crushing.
Well, did you see the way he drove all over the place, and then I landed on his face? But then
he didn't land on his face. Well, I don't know. It looked like he landed on his back.
Yeah. I gotta say though, another really entertaining thing of the enduro races is not the randomness, but the ability of the AI to do weird things sometimes. Like
crush your head while you're on an ATV.
Yeah, just push you away.
You know, in the other events when you're on an absolutely set path,
Goomba
the AI usually
you.
behaves. But in these, you know, they can swing wide, go off the track, crash into something. You know, they can do their own stupid little things, and I think, again, that adds to the enjoyment a little. Because, you know, it's fun seeing these things kind of happen and
being there.
Yeah, being there. I will say though, if I'd started with the enduro races, you know, the start of the series, the start of me covering this game would have sounded a lot more positive. Because I really do think these are the best parts of the game. Supercross was just so average and so standard. Oh, what about that guy?
Oh, no, he did that to himself.
What about that guy?
Those
he
were both
did that to himself, but
yeah,
that
those were
might
both
still
vehicular
be
accidents due to the extremeness of the sport.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with you, unless you put a fucking stick in their spokes.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you did,
and
props.
Yeah. And then the nationals events were okay, but also kind of unmemorable. But I think, again, there's a little more going on in these races, and I think it's a little better of an experience.
I think it's safe to say the entirety of the game's unmemorable.
Yeah, well, not the entirety of the game. Just, just the time between the kills.
You can kind of see what I mean. Like, earlier I flew off the track, but it didn't matter as long as I got through the next gate, so I kind of weaved through the trees to get back.
Yeah.
In.
Holy shit, how are you still on lap 1? Oh, there you're on lap.
There we go.
Yeah, because they're really long laps.
I'd say.
the pro enduros get longer.
Yeah, how long are the laps in pro enduro?
I mean, they can vary with the course, but you know,
at least 4 to 8 hours.
Yeah. It's kind of like a NASCAR race.
Yeah.
Like as soon as
partway through.
Oh, I think
as soon as she started off the video saying that we were going to the enduro series, the first thing I thought of was, why does it sound like a male enhancement pill?
Yeah.
Well, actually, at one point
if your race
during the last pro race, they actually make you get off your ATV and they sit you down to play the entirety of Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody has to play through that. It's like 12 hours of mediocrity.
If the mediocrity lasts more than 12 hours...
Yeah, please call a doctor.
Please tweet at Randy Pitchford or Duval Magic.
Yeah, if your mediocrity erection lasts too long, it's not a love
PRN.
erection, and it's not a hate boner. It's just a mediocrity stiffy.
Yeah.
Mediocrity stiffy. I've never heard that term before. I don't think I've ever got
media stiff.
No,
oh girl, this is so boring.
Stiffy works.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh my God, this is so okay.
Oh, I could be thinking of 1,000 things I'd be doing right now. It's so hot.
5 out of 10.
Wow, why does it sound like you shit yourself?
And that is the M-rated moment of the video.
Wow.
You know, I guess I could
think about Duke Nukem and shit yourself?
I guess I can give another shout out to the middle school girl who sometimes watches these videos.
Why? Now?
You're right. Well, I mean,
don't.
Middle
school
girl,
made it
please
this
plug
far.
your please plug your ears for the next 13 seconds.
Don't.
That's how to impress any
Okay,
woman.
I'm gonna mute that.
Oh my God.
I haven't had to mute.
That's worse than when when Aesthetic screamed, "Let me strut that camel toe" during my Shaun White skateboarding let's play.
Yeah, you did say that during.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember any of what happened during that Holes game.
God, dude.
Did you say that Holes game? I don't think they made a Holes game.
I gotta apologize.
If they made a Holes game, I'd like to play.
I feel like they did. I mean, they made like a game out of every movie in that time period.
I mean, I really hope
Like
they
the
made a
Holes,
game.
the Holes,
It's a Holes Extreme Racing.
the Holes game is just gonna be like a third-person GTA ripoff.
Are you kidding me? No, the Holes game would have to be a kart
Oh,
racer.
how about this?
Wow.
Blub 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 blub. I sank. Didn't swim.
I googled Holes video game and I just keep getting Leisure Suit Larry titles.
Oh.
No, Scholastic did a Holes treasure hunt game and match 'em up game on their website, but nothing about video games. Except 11 biggest video game plot holes you can't explain.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, the Holes movie, and therefore the Holes game, had some of the worst plot holes.
Yeah.
You know, how did Shia the freaking Beef even get there? You know, like, did he just teleport? I mean,
He knew someone at the camp, but then it was his sister.
No, wait, how did he get to the camp?
the warden was his sister, but then he had another sister that only showed up at the end.
The story in that book is he got framed for stealing a pair of shoes from a charity auction thing.
I know that. I'm not stupid. I'm just asking.
Then why the
Why
fuck are you
video
asking?
game
How did
uses
he get
such
there?
a different story?
That's
how
how
did
he got
even get there? Like,
By bus.
man, of all the things that they shouldn't just leave out, I guess they think that was perfectly fine.
And you know what I think was really stupid that they left out in the video game? Why the hell doesn't Zero ride his shovel? Huh? Everyone else gets to ride a shovel.
Yeah.
like a pogo stick.
And they had a
No, he rides it like a skateboard.
and they had a perfectly good Holes rap. Why did they have to redub it with some asshole no-name voice actor?
Yeah, they had like a bunch of asshole no-name voice actors and E40 doing it.
You need-
and I was like, why?
And what
How
about
did they get E40?
what about the scene where you had to make the concoction of peaches and orange, or
Yeah.
peaches and onions? Mix it all
Yeah.
together, put it in a can, sell it, and call it Saints Flow.
And I'm like, why on earth is this in a fucking extreme sports game? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The whole extreme sports game.
Yeah.
No.
Holes Extreme
Shia
Racing.
LaBeouf was a secret character in Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure.
Oh my god, I hope
Oh, good. I'm so glad we didn't play enough to find out.
Yeah. We should, if we ever go back to that, we'll make Chaya the freaking...
Why will we ever go? Why
If
would
we're
we
ever, like,
go
held
back?
hostage or something and forced to go back.
Oh, okay. Well, if you guys donate $3,000 to my non-existent Patreon, I'll go back
Patreon.
and play Disney Extreme Sport Adventure.
Patreon.
Fucking Final Fantasy character.
Patreon.
Lazy boy.
Yes,
Oh,
I am.
damn. I think I left this clip in because, man, this was a sick assault against the AI.
A sick assault
him
against
and I
the AI.
trading it back and forth. You know, I wasn't even mad.
You didn't even kill him.
It's
I
not a
wasn't
boxing
even-
match.
Yeah.
I wasn't even mad when these things happened. It was just, you know, me fighting the AIS, taking different lines, really a back and forth, really a, you know, rivalry of camaraderie, you know?
Of what?
ATV boxing
It's like
would be
when
pretty badass.
it's like when Blank Tester and I, you know, fight each other while doing things.
There's no camaraderie there.
And then I just flip it all up.
Yeah, you like usual, you flip it all up.
Yeah.
Are we not allowed to say fuck on this video anymore?
We're allowed to.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
He just
no,
flips it all up.
If you're gonna say
Well, to be
that
fair, he
word,
did flip when he did
you
flip
can
when
log
he
the
quote,
flip
unquote,
out
flipped it up.
and close the flip down.
Close the flip down.
Hey, okay, I'm trying to stay family friendly now. We already hit the M.
You're a murderer.
We hit the M-rated moment of the video.
You're a murderer.
in a video game. So are you.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
When did I kill anyone in any video game ever?
That last time you were playing that
Have you
call
ever played a
of
video
that
game with a
call
gun?
of poopy when you killed that dude.
Low blow.
Yeah.
There
Low
has-
blow. You said you would keep that a
There has
secret.
never been a video game in the world that features a gun and you not shoot a living
No, I've
thing.
never used a gun in a video game or in real life, ever.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I have. My dad collects, you know, some guns.
Accidentally.
Only the one.
Only the one accidentally.
Yeah.
My dad recently
accidentally.
killed a
I
snake
can't
in our-
argue with that.
Yeah.
My dad recently decapitated a snake in our yard with a shovel.
Wow.
Was it like?
Was he in Holes too?
Was it also?
Was that his audition tape?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, it's me, Big Mac's dad, and I'm gonna be auditioning
That's
for
his
the role of
fucking name tag,
Caveman
Big
in
Mac's
Holes
dad.
2. Here we go. Just pretend that's a
Dude.
spotted lizard or whatever.
Oh my god, dude!
Not a spotted
Holy-
litter.
Holy shit! Shut up! I'm having one of my thoughts.
Oh my god, he's thinking. Better stop him.
Holes 2 set 30 years later. Everyone else gets sent to prison, and they all meet up again. And they bust their way out.
Stop Hollywooding this.
Please no.
The
Stop.
remake.
They already have it.
It's
It's
called
remake.
the
It's
fucking-
fucking-
sequel, mate.
They already have that. It's fucking called Prison Break.
Yeah, come on, man.
But it doesn't star Shia LaBeouf.
So you're saying that we'll wait 30 years from the release of the original movie and then get the old cast
Okay,
back?
20 years.
No, I mean, like, that's not the problem I have with this.
Okay, 15, however long it's been.
That's not my problem with this. My problem is that you want to get the old cast back.
Is that such a problem? I thought
Yeah, they all blow.
they were okay.
No.
You remember Zigzag, X-Ray? You know, those dudes.
And now you want them to be in prison.
Well,
You know
Weaver's probably
Shia
gonna
the
be dead
freaking
in
beef
about
is
10,
going to
15
ruin it.
years.
Shia the Beef is gonna make it great.
And how would this work with the plot?
It wouldn't.
They get sent to the Green Lake Ultramax facility.
Wow.
Stanley Yelnats gets framed for stealing a basketball.
Yeah, and he goes to Supermax prison.
Yeah.
He goes to super jail.
Yeah.
A darker, grittier take on Holes.
Does he ever kill anybody with a shovel? Why would they give them shovels then?
Maybe.
Maybe they all have drills.
We'll work on it.
You can work in the yard or in just kind of
With a
reasonable
shovel?
location.
We'll work on it.
Yeah,
okay,
you fucking
we
dig holes.
have a video to end. Alright. We'll see you guys next time when we take on the Pro Enduro
We will
event.
not be continuing this discussion on the new Holes movie. So
I
stop
hope- yeah.
asking.
Alright. See you guys next time.